everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today, I bring you something I have been very excited about. There is no need for power tools anymore. I am going to press F12. Easy development controls is here, baby. This just came out today. This is, of course, a PC-only mod. First, we are going to read over the help menu of this. Actually, first, I'm going to go back here, and we are going to read the mod hub description of this, and then we're going to go through, read the mod help menu, go over all the menus, and then I'm going to show you some of the mods this replaces, because there's some mods that if you use this, you do not need. So, I will put timestamps in here so that you can watch the whole video, or go to the section that you want. GTX is awesome. I flippin' love Easy Dev Controls. Easy Development Controls is designed as a testing tool for modders, mappers, and content creators. It can also assist with gameplay setups or however you wish to play the game. It includes some features available already through the game console commands, but now easily accessible, and also the addition of many new custom features. Most features support use in multiplayer, and permission levels of some commands can be adjusted. This now also includes existing console commands that previously only worked for the host. Some quality of life features include teleport. Quickly move yourself or vehicles around the map by selecting a location on the map by field number or XY coordinates. Flip vehicles allows a user to easily correct upright rotation of a vehicle. Super strength increases a player's carrying capacity and pickup range. HUD visibility shows and hides the whole HUD. You can also activate a key binding for faster access. Show bale locations. This will display all farm-owned bales on the map. Show pallet locations. This will display all farm-owned pallets on the map. Advanced growth advances all crops to the next growth stage. With the extended number of features plus many new features planned, Easy Development Controls has something for everyone. Further information, please read the README on the GitHub repository. Inputs, open menu is F12, like I said, and release 1.0.0.0. The text of some new commands may be displayed in English. For some languages, these will be adjusted in future updates as the correct translations are submitted via GitHub by any community members willing to assist. I will link his GitHub in the description of this video. So now, we are going to go in here and read stuff. Add money. Adds money to your farm account balance. Remove money. Removes money from your farm's account balance. Set money. Sets the balance of your farm's account to the given value. Extra time scale toggles the availability of the following extra time scales: 0, 4x, 500x, 2000x, 5000x, 10,000x, 20,000x, 40,000x, and 60,000x. Stop time sets the current time scale to 0. HUD visibility sets the visibility of the HUD. HUD input toggles the availability of the toggle HUD input binding. Delete objects input toggles the availability of the delete object input binding. This allows the player to delete a tree, log, stump, bale, pallet, or vehicle that they are looking at. Tree and stump information will also be displayed when active. Note, feature is only available to the master user's admin. Show bale location displays all farm-owned bales as hotspots on the map. Standard orange, colorblind mode purple. Show pallet locations. Displays all farm-owned pallets as hotspots on the map. Standard green. Colorblind mode blue. Teleport. Teleport the player, entered vehicles, or a vehicle in range of the player to a selected map point, center of a field, or to a given XY position. Flip vehicles. Attempts to correct orientation of a vehicle and the orientation of any connected implements. This operation is available for entered vehicles or when looking at a valid vehicle. Set FOV angle. Set the field of view of the current camera. Use -1 or reset button to return the cameras to its default value. Set quality. Adjust the following settings to allow for high quality screenshots or as required. Object draw distance, LOD distance, terrain LOD distance, foliage draw distance, foliage LOD distance, and mesh tessellation volume. Show collectibles. Adjust at what percentage the collectibles will be displayed on the map. Note, currently for single player use only. Clear i3D cache. Removes all cached i3D files to ensure the latest versions are loaded from disk. When there is no shared i3D files available, this function will be disabled. Reload store items. Reloads all store items data, including store configuration options. And then you have player. Super strength. Toggles the super strength function and extends the player's pickup range. Super strength input disables the super strength input binding. Flight mode toggles the player flight debug mode. Flight state only available when flight mode is enabled. This feature can also be toggled in-game by using the J key. Once active, the player's altitude can be changed using key Q and E. Jump delay sets player jump delay in seconds. Going back to flight mode, I will tell you the controller key bindings once we get to showing some of this stuff in game. Jump multiplier increases the jumping height of the player by adding the selected multiplier. Running multiplier sets the multiplier that can be used when increased running speed is on. Running multiplier input toggles the availability of the increased running speed input binding. Note flip disables the local player collisions. Wood cutting marker toggles the visibility of the chainsaw wood cutting marker. Aim marker toggles the visibility of the aim marker. Set farm sets the player's current farm or changes a vehicle's farm owner. And then your debug stuff, if you want to look at that, I will stop for a second, or you can pause the video and look. Objects fill types. Add bell. Adds a given bell type in front of the player. Available bell types displays a list of available bell types. Fermenting bells displays a list of all fermenting bells owned by the current farm. Bells displays the number of bells on the map and any limits when applicable. Remove bells removes all bells from the map. Add pallet adds a selected pallet type in front of the player. Pallets displays the number of pallets on the map and any limits when applicable. Remove pallets removes all pallets from the map. Add logs adds a selected log type and the given length in front of the player. Plant tree plants the selected tree type in front of the player. Warning, no collision checks are excluded. Make sure the area in front of the player is clear. Split shapes displays the number of split shapes on the map and any limits when applicable. Remove split shapes. Logs removes all logs from the map. Stumps removes all stumps from the map. Tip to ground tips the given amount of a fill type to the ground at a length of 1 to 25 meters. Clear tip area. Clear all or a selected fill type from the ground at the given radius. Show tip collisions. Displays the following ground tip collisions. Green 0, blue 1, red 2. Note, debug view F5 must be enabled to render collision information. Vehicles. Reload vehicles reloads the I3D and XML of the currently entered vehicle and all attached implements of a single vehicle in range of the player. Analyze vehicle. Analyze a selected vehicle when entered or a vehicle in range of the player. Results will be printed to the log file. File. Fill level. Updates a fill unit with the given fill level and fill type. Toggle cover. Toggles the cover of a selected vehicle when entered or a vehicle in range of the player. Condition. Adds, removes, or sets the selected condition percentage to an entered vehicle in all implements or a single vehicle in range of the player. Fuel level. Sets the fuel level of an entered vehicle or a vehicle in range of player. Set player consumer. Sets the following properties of the player consumer specialization: minimum PTO power, maximum PTO power, force factor, maximum force, force direction, PTO RPM, sync vehicles, reset to default, motor temperature. Sets the motor temperature of an entered vehicle or a vehicle in range of the player. Operating time. Sets the operating time of an entered vehicle or a vehicle in range of the player. Remove vehicles. Removes all vehicles and implements from the map. Global wiper state. Set the global wiper state. Rain sensor automatic operation standard off, disabled in all weather conditions. States 1 to 10 vehicle specific states for testing. Vehicle distance. Shows the distance between all vehicles in the current camera. Vehicle debug state titles the following vehicles debug values. Values, physics, tuning, transmission, attributes, attacher joints, AI, sound, and animation, and tension belts debug. Titles the debug tension belt rendering of all vehicles. Placeables. Production point. Allows the following changes to be made to the production points. Categories: all NPC owned, all farm owned, current production player trigger, and individual IDs. Set owner sets the current owner. Set state sets the individual or global operating states of each production line. Output mode sets the individual or global output mode to either distributing, storing, or selling. Fill level allows fill level changes to be made to individual or all input-output products depending on the category type being used. Liters or percent values can be entered depending on the selection. Production point list. Displays a list of production points on the map along with the following information: active productions, owner, price, and table ID. Delivery mapping displays the current delivery mapping information for all distributed productions. Tip to trigger. Tips a product to a trigger that the player is currently standing on. Reload closest placeable. Reloads the I3D and XML of the closest placeable within a 30-meter range of the player. Reload placeables. Reloads the I3D and XML of all placeables on the map. Remove placeables. Remove all standard removable placeables from the map. Remove map placeables. Removes all map-bound placeables from the map, including selling and buying points. Production point debug. Displays production point debug information at each player trigger. Show test areas. Displays the test areas of all placeables. Show placement collisions. Displays the collision for placement and ground leveling. Alright, fields and farmlands. Set field fruit allows the following changes to be made to the foliage of a selected field or all fields: fruit growth, ground type, ground layer, plowed, fertilizer, lime, stubble shredded, weeds, stones, needs rolling, clear height types, and by farmland. Important, fields are updated using the base field definitions. Extended or joined fields may be ignored or incomplete. Set field ground allows the following changes to be made to the ground of a selected field or all fields. Ground type, angle, ground layer, plowed, remove foliage, fertilizer, lime, stubble shredded, weeds, stones, needs rolling, clear height types by farmland. Important, fields are updated using the base field definitions. Extended or joined fields may be ignored or incomplete. Set rice fields. Allows the following changes to be made to the rice field in range. Fruit, growth, angle, and water fill level. Set vine state. Allows the growth state of the selected vine type to be adjusted map-wide. Update vine visuals. Forces an update to all vine visuals. Weeds. Adjust the current field's weed delta. Fieldstone. Adjust the current fieldstone delta. Advances growth on all foliage by one stage. Set growth period. Forces growth on all foliage for the given growth period. Set farmland owner. Allows farmland ownership to be changed based on farmland ID. PDA field overlay. Forces a refresh of field overlay data shown on the map. And then your debug field status displays all field status data at the given radius. Debug vine system toggles the vine system debug view. Debug field stones toggles the stone system debug view. Environment. Set time allows the time to be advanced by month, days per month, and hour. Note, no update change listeners are called during this process, and some seasonal changes will only occur on day change. Reload environment. Reloads complete environment from the XML file. This allows changes to be made and viewed without a game restart when map tested. Reload weather. Reload weather only from the XML file. This allows changes to be made and viewed without a game restart when map testing. Set add weather allows a specific weather type to be added or immediately set. Weather types and variations will change based on current season. Remove tire tracks. Removes the tire tracks from the ground at a given radius. Add snow. Adds one layer of snow to the map. Remove snow. Removes all ground snow from the map. Set snow. Sets the given snow level range -4 to 0.4, 0.5. Add salt. Add salt at a given radius around the player. Random wind waving. Toggles the random wind speed feature. Weather debug displays a chart with the current weather data. Seasonal shader debug shows the current seasonal shader parameter values. Environment mass debug displays the environment mass debugging values and states. Tire track debugging. Enable disables the tire track debug mode with permanently active and colored tracks. And about. Which I think is pretty much what he put on the mod hub. So that is on that menu. Now, I am on Riverbend Springs here. F12. Add money. 500,000. There we go. Actually, let's go F12. Set money 0. It's at 0. Add money. Now it's at 500,000. Remove money. 25,000. Now we're at 475,000. Extra time scale on. Using time scales greater than 5000x may have a negative effect on the base game and custom scripts. It is recommended to only use extra fast time scales for testing purposes. But normally you would end at 360, 500, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 40,000, and 60,000. That's a little insane. and stop time, which sets it to 0. Then you can just go 8, and it brings it back up. Then HUD visibility off. I'm not gonna do that so much. HUD input. Not 100% sure what that one does. Delete objects input is on. What is the key binding for this? Controls. Oh, I do have, realistic livestock in here. I'll be doing an overview video on that tomorrow. I do have power tools, but pretty much with Easy Dev, this is an obsolete mod in my opinion. If you're gonna use Easy Dev, you can get rid of power tools, in my opinion. I just haven't done it yet. But, yeah. Easy Dev controls. Easy development controls. Open menu F12. Increased run-in speed. End. Delete object. Delete. Toggle HUD. Scroll lock. And toggle super strength home. So we need delete. And something that will actually delete. I have that on, right? Yes. Delete. What can I delete on this map? You can delete vehicles. So, when you're doing this around vehicles, you want to make sure you are being careful. Because when you delete them, they are gone. You're not getting them back. I don't want to visit, I want to buy. Does that make a difference? Delete. What can you delete on this map? Can I delete this? Trust me, it works. You saw it with the vehicles. That's that. Show bell locations. If I turn this on, and then I go fertilizer. Fill maximum. Let's go bell square. You know, 120 centimeters, 180. We'll go over that in a little bit. Unwrapped. And now I bring up the map. You can see them there. If I toggle super strength, I can pick these up. Let's get these over here a little bit. So that's orange, which is show bell locations. If I turn show pellet locations on now, and go over here, see orange is the bells, and green are the pellets. And then if I turn them off, they're not there anymore. Map player. Map selection, XY, XY 3D world, and then you can pick like farmland. If I go farmland 1, it's gonna put me in, of course, farmland 1 is, let's go farmland 3. It's gonna put me in the middle of the field. But if I go map selection, I can pick anywhere on the map. And this is one of my favorite parts of this feature. Okay, we have this tractor and trailer. I'm gonna do F12 again. I'm gonna go do vehicles, fill level, wheat, fine. Now I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna go map selection. I come over here, and my wheat is still there. I don't know why, but it's my favorite. Super strength is on, so let's say... I tipped over. Aw, I need you to stay. I am trying to show something. Alright, hold on. Maybe we'll detach the trailer for a minute. It does upright trailers too. But to get it to cooperate, I'm just gonna do the tractor. Okay, you're on your list. I can go here, go, flip vehicle, and it will flip it. Or, get back on your lid. I can come in here, go F12, flip vehicle, and it will flip it. Let's see if I can get it to flip with this. Will you cooperate and actually do what I want you to do? There you go. Now we'll do it this way. F12, flip vehicle. There you go. And then set field of view. Oh no, let's do 60. I don't like this enclosed FOV. So, let's say I want it like 180 to take a thumbnail. Alright. Let's try this again. I think I went too high. So, I was trying to set the field of view. I think I just went too high. You can go to 119. Yeah, that's what it is. And then go probably 100. I'm messing with this. I don't remember what I had it at. 80? That ain't bad. That might be my new FOV. Let's see. Now that I can adjust it, like, quickly. Of course, you can. Or no, that wasn't the Plains and Prairies. Those were the Fent Vario. That was Chris S's. So this was a Chris S and Riley S pack. You can go in here and go to graphics settings and change your field of view as well. So that might not be as oh, let's see. If I go here, I go current, let's go 70. Does it change it in here? No. Okay, that's what I wanted to know there. Okay. So now there is that first screen done. Player super strength on or off. I kind of went over that already. Flight mode. And then you can do that and press J on your keyboard. And then you press J again and it's gone. But if I turn both of these off and press J, nothing happens. So you have to have this first one on, and then you can toggle this on or off with J. Or completely turn it off. Jump delay, none. 5 seconds, standard. Does standard. None. 5 seconds. Standard. Jump multiplier 1.2. 1.3. 1.4. 1.5. 1.6. 1.7, 1.8, 1.9, all the way up to 2. And then run multiplier and off is standard. Of course, running multiplier times 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, or 16. Goes to 16. Again. That's so cool. Again, there's another mod you don't need, which we will get to. At the end, I will be telling you mods that this covers that you do not need anymore, because if you're going to use Easy Dev, you just don't need those other script mods in your folder trying to go through, like, mods, and they're, like, less mods, less script mods likely to cause problems if you just have one that does everything. I hope that made sense. No clip? Well, that's off. That's on. Not sure what that's changing. Wood cutting marker? Let's buy real quick a chainsaw. So, normally, actually, let's buy, visit. You get that, and then wood cutting marker off. It's not there anymore. So you can turn that on and off. And then you can turn on and off your aim marker. Not sure what that one's doing, but you can do it. Set farm. Not sure why that one's grayed out. And then objects, fill types, bells, square, round. Square, 120 centimeters, 180 centimeters, 220 centimeters, 240 centimeters, and 488 centimeters. You can do grass, hay, straw, silage, grass unwrapped or wrapped, and you have your color choices. So if you're crazy like me and want to know what a chrome bell looks like, you can do that, which is exactly what I thought it was going to do. But if you wanted like that color of a bell, you can do it. Available bell types. You can look at all of this info, shows you the available bells on the map. Fermenting bells, bell 1, bell 2. Remove bells, yes, and they're gone. Add pallet, all, barley, barrel, whatever, fill, empty, or set. Remove pallet, add log. You can do 1 meter up to 2 meters. I did that for a reason. Plant tree. Growth state. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whatever that is. And default. Decoration growing. Right there, sir. So if we fast forward time to a crazy amount. Oh, I have to turn that on. Where was that? Extra time scales. You can see. Maybe that's too fast. Still 5,000. Not gonna go super far, but you can see that it is a little bit taller than what it was. I don't want this video to be super long, and it's to be long enough already. And then there's remove split shapes, logs, stumps, remove logs. Yes. And the log is gone. And then tip to ground. Wheat, barley, oat, canola, sorghum, yada yada. 1 meter to all the way up to, it goes by 1 meter increments, it looks like. All the way up to 100 meters. And I can go like that. Enter. It's gonna take a minute. Depending how much you want and how wide, it is going to take a short or longer amount of time. But you can see it goes way over here. It is 100 meters long. How many ever liters I put in here. And then you can go F12, clear area. All the way up to 100 meters. And it's gone. And then show tip collisions. Vehicles. Jump in this little thing because it's funny. F12. You can set your condition, dirt, wetness, wear, damage, all. You can set all of them to 100% if you want. I wonder what it would look like in this. Oh. A little better. Yeah, you get the point on that. Fuel, fill, empty, or set. Set power consumer, motor temperatures, operating time. So if you wanted, for like a role play or something, you wanted 1,000 hours on there. There you go, it has 1,000 hours. Remove vehicles. Removes all the vehicles. Global wiper state, rain sensor off, state 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all the way up to 10. I usually just do rain sensor, vehicle distance off on, vehicle debug, tension melts. Placeables, this is one of my favorites for testing mods. NPC owned, set owner, my farm, there we go. Now I have all of the productions, or if you want to get rid of them, you can go farm owned, set owner, back to NPC, and now they are available. Production points lists all the production points. Let's say I just wanted to get the grain mill for testing something. So I go PP7. Production point 7, set owner, my farm. Now I own the grain mill. Set state, all wheat flour, barley, oat flour, sorghum flour, rice. Let's go all. Let's go here. And then, set state, all. Output mode, all selling. That worked. But the other, why didn't this other one work? Why didn't set state work? All on. Okay, that's what it's doing. Set state is, I go off. They're off right now. I go set state, on. Now they're all on. I go output mode, all, storing. They're all set to storing. Then if I wanted them to be distributing, they're all distributing. But I want them on all to be storing. All maximum. There you go. They're on. They're working. Testing factories. Trying to get pallets to show off in videos just became a heck of a lot easier. Delivery mapping, I really don't mess with that. Reload placeables, remove map placeables. And then set field fruits. Field all. Or you can go field 2, field fruit, wheat, barley, canola, oat, corn, sunflowers, soybeans, potatoes, rice, on grain rice, sugar beet cut, all that. And I think I will just do a second video on this for some of this stuff. Let's just go all green beans, harvest ready, sown, direct sown, planted, ridge sown, roller lines ready to harvest, ground layer none, fertilizer, lime, manure, slurry none, so fertilizer plowed no or yes, fertilizer 100%, 50% or 0%, lime 100%, 66.7%, 33.3%, 0 back to 100. Stubble shredded, no or yes. Weeds, growing dense, small dense, large, partial, small dense, withered, large, withered, or growing. Stones, none, small, medium, or large, or pit blocked. Needs rolling, no or yes. Clear height types, no or yes. By farmland, yes. Complete and close. And now, come up here, and the whole entire map is in green beans. So stupid. Yet so awesome. So, gosh. Some of the things you can do with Easy Dev are really so stupid yet so awesome, and I love it. Set field ground, all or your field numbers. Ground type, sown, direct sown, planted, ridge sown, roller lines, ready to harvest other, grass cut, none, stubble tillage, cultivated, seedbed, plowed, rolled seedbed, and back to ridge. Angle 0, 22.5, 45, 67.5, 90, 112.5, 135, 157.5, and back to 0. Ground layer, none. Fertilizer, lime, manure, slurry, none. Let's go lime. Needs plowing, no or yes. Remove foliage, no or yes. Let's go yes. Fertilizer 100%, lime 100%. Stubble shredded, no or yes. Weeds, growing, all that. Stones, none, small, medium, large, or picked. Needs rolling, no or yes. Buy farmland, no. Confirm and close. And now you have all your fields like that. F12. Update vine visuals. Weeds. No weeds. All the way up to fully grown weeds. Field stones. None to full. Advanced growth. Updating all fields. Please wait. Set growth period. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, yada yada. Set farmland owner. All or your farmlands all the way from 1 to 93. NPC my farm. PDA overlay. Refresh. Environment. April, May, June. Let's say it's April right now, but I need to plant something in March. So let's go March 9 a.m. Are you sure you want to advance time by 11 months and 0 days? Yes. It will go forward in time. It doesn't go backwards in time. So even though we were in April, it goes to March of the next year. It doesn't go backwards. Reload environment. Reload weather. Set weather. Set add. Sunny, cloudy, raining, hail, twister. Random. And you see right there, there is a twister. An eye of the twister. Remember, this is a video game. That looks so realistic. Like, that looks so real. You can see it chopping down the trees. There's like debris from the trees going around in there. That's so cool. F12. Remove tire tracks all 1 meter all the way up to 100 meters. Add snow. And then remove snow. Add salt. Random wind waving off or on. All your debug stuff. And there you go. Okay, that is going to do it for this one. But I am going to come back in another video, and we are going to talk about mods that have become obsolete with the use of EasyDev, and I am going to throw in some other mods, and we're going to take a look at some other changes, like, for example, on the Placeables, on the production set state, not set state, set output mode. I'm wondering if this will accommodate to the added options of, the, production state controller mod, and some others, but that will be tomorrow's video. So, if you have not, do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and I will see you all in the next one. Later.